ridden by Peter Scudamore. 2, Mr. Frisk, Richard Dunwoody. 3, Yahoo, Tom Morgan. 4, Boland's Cross, Brendan Powell. 5, Ballyhane, Richard Rowe. 6, Sun Rising in the Royal Colours, ridden by Kevin Mooney. 7, Oregon Trail, Jamie Osborne. 8, Proud Pilgrim, Mark Dwyer. 9, Ochervogue, David Tegg. And 10, Tarconi, ridden by Mark Perrott. And here's how they bet at the moment.
And Bonanza Boy, the favourite, 3-1. Ballyhane and Yahoo and Mr. Frisk and Proud Pilgrim, 6-1. Proud Pilgrim opened up at 5-1. Sunrise, 8-1. Boland's Cross, 10-1. Oregon Trail is on 12-1. Ochervogue opened at 16, is now 20-1. The outsider Tarconi, 33-1. By the way, that second favourite, Ballyhane, is 5-1.
And Mr. Frisk together from Sun Rising and Bonanza Boy. All safely over it. Boland's Cross on the inside of Mr. Frisk. Sun Rising comes next, then Bonanza Boy, then Ballyhane and Proud Pilgrim, with Ochervogue next, and Oregon Trail and Yahoo, and Tarconi the back marker. Mr. Frisk and Boland's Cross, Sun Rising and Bonanza Boy, Ballyhane, Proud Pilgrim, Ochervogue, Yahoo. First of the ditches now. Mr. Frisk lands in the lead from Boland's Cross on the inner. Ballyhane and Sun Rising and Bonanza Boy and Ochervogue and Proud Pilgrim and Yahoo and Oregon Trail and Tarconi as they come down to the water. Mr. Frisk, Boland's Cross, Sun Rising and Ballyhane. Bonanza Boy lost a little bit of ground there. Proud Pilgrim passed him on the outer. Ochervogue comes next, followed by Yahoo, and behind Yahoo is Oregon Trail and then Tarconi, and it's Mr. Frisk with about a length advantage now over Boland's Cross in second. Then come Ballyhane and Sun Rising match in strides just ahead of Proud Pilgrim and then Bonanza Boy, then Ochervogue and Yahoo, and then Oregon Trail and finally Tarconi as they come to the fifth, and Mr. Frisk has the advantage from Boland's Cross. Ballyhane and Sun Rising and Proud Pilgrim next, and then Bonanza Boy and Yahoo and Ochervogue and Oregon Trail and Tarconi. Number 6, Mr. Frisk from Boland's Cross, little between the two. Ballyhane next, and then Sun Rising and Proud Pilgrim. Behind them, Bonanza Boy and Yahoo. Coming to the second of the ditches now, Mr. Frisk from Boland's Cross, Ballyhane, Sun Rising and Proud Pilgrim and Bonanza Boy and Yahoo. Then Oregon Trail and Ochervogue and Tarconi, another plain one. The 8th this time, Mr. Frisk from Boland's Cross, Ballyhane. Good jump by Sun Rising and a sluggish one there by Proud Pilgrim. Got a reminder from Mark Dwyer. Bonanza Boy comes next, then Yahoo and Ochervogue, and then Oregon Trail and Tarconi as the leaders swing for home on the first circuit. Mr. Frisk, Boland's Cross, Ballyhane and Sun Rising, then Proud Pilgrim, and then Bonanza Boy and Yahoo, and then Ochervogue and Oregon Trail and Tarconi. Mr. Frisk jumps the 9th in the lead from Boland's Cross and Ballyhane, Sun Rising and Proud Pilgrim, and then Bonanza Boy, and then Yahoo and Ochervogue. As they come down to the fence, it'll be the last in the Charterhouse Mercantile Marine Chase on the next circuit, with Mr. Frisk just shading Boland's Cross at the 10th from Ballyhane next, then Proud Pilgrim and Sun Rising, and then Yahoo and Bonanza Boy and Ochervogue, and Tarconi and Oregon Trail. So as they pass the winning post with another complete circuit, Mr. Frisk nearest to us, Boland's Cross on the far side, Sun Rising on the far side then of Ballyhane, then comes Proud Pilgrim, and behind Proud Pilgrim, but only just behind him, is Bonanza Boy, and then Yahoo going well just in behind them with Ochervogue on his inner, and then Oregon Trail and Tarconi. Got a mile and a half to run now as they race towards the next. It'll be number 11, Mr. Frisk and Boland's Cross, who've disputed it throughout, ahead of Ballyhane, travelling well in 3rd, Sun Rising in 4, Proud Pilgrim going well 5, then Bonanza Boy 6, then Yahoo and Ochervogue, then Oregon Trail and Tarconi. Mr. Frisk, Boland's Cross, coming down to the 12th. Sun Rising going well in the Royal Colours in 3rd, 4 Ballyhane, and Bonanza Boy's gone there. Bonanza Boy a faller at that one. He took a long time to fall. Peter Scudamore's yet to rise, but the horse is continuing riderless as they run down towards the next. Mr. Frisk, coming to this ditch from Boland's Cross. Mr. Frisk lands in the lead from Boland's Cross, then Sun Rising, then Ballyhane, and then Proud Pilgrim. And I'm looking back to see if Peter Scudamore has risen, and he hasn't yet. He's still on the floor, running down to the water. The leaders, Mr. Frisk from on the inside, Boland's Cross, then Sun Rising, getting closer all the time. Ballyhane, Proud Pilgrim is next, then Oregon Trail making a little progress. Ochavogue is next, then Yahoo, and finally Tarconi. And it's Boland's Cross and Mr. Frisk, these two still disputing it. Ahead of Sun Rising on the inside, Ballyhane going strongly on the outer, Proud Pilgrim coming back into the argument. Little gap then to Oregon Trail. Coming to the next, and as they do so, Mr. Frisk and Boland's Cross being pressed hard by Ballyhane, and Proud Pilgrim with Sun Rising now just behind them. Boland's Cross there, Mr. Frisk, Ballyhane behind them, Proud Pilgrim travelling well. This is 5 out. Ballyhane on the far side, Mr. Frisk in the centre, Boland's Cross on the near side. Peter Scudamore's up on his feet all right, and Proud Pilgrim is 4, Sun Rising is 5. The final ditch, 4 from home. Mr. Frisk lands in the lead from Ballyhane and Boland's Cross and Sun Rising and Oregon Trail and Proud Pilgrim. Ochavogue was a faller there, racing to the third last. Mr. Frisk on the inside of Ballyhane. Boland's Cross is next. Mr. Frisk, Ballyhane, little between the two. Boland's Cross was third, Sun Rising next. Oregon Trail's a faller. Proud Pilgrim's making ground under pressure, rounding the home turn now. Mr. Frisk and Ballyhane disputing it. Ahead of Proud Pilgrim under pressure towards the outside. Then comes Sun Rising. Ballyhane has taken the advantage now fractionally from Mr. Frisk as they come down to the second last. Ballyhane lands in the lead. Proud Pilgrim jumps in second. Mr. Frisk is third. Racing down to the final fence now. Ballyhane in the Jim Joel colours with the advantage from Proud Pilgrim for the North, challenging on the near side. Yahoo's making good progress behind the leaders, but it's Ballyhane and Proud Pilgrim at the last, and Proud Pilgrim jumps the better at the last. Proud Pilgrim and Ballyhane fighting back on the far side, but Proud Pilgrim with the advantage as they race up towards the line. Proud Pilgrim is going to win it at the line. Proud Pilgrim wins it. Second is Ballyhane, third Yahoo, 4 Takuni, 5 Mr. Frisk, 6 behind them came Boland's Cross, and 7, and the last of the finishers was Sun Rising. And so the result of the 1989 Charterhouse Mercantile Chase. First, number 8, Proud Pilgrim, owned by Lady Blacker, trained by Jimmy Fitzgerald and ridden by Mark Dwyer. Second was number 5, Ballyhane, owned by Mr. Jim Joel, trained by Josh Gifford, ridden by Richard Rowe. And third was number 3, Yahoo, owned by Mr. Alan Parker, trained by John Edwards and ridden by Tom Morgan. Fourth was number 10, Tarconi. This is the winner, Proud Pilgrim,
6-1. Second, number 5, Ballyhane, 5-1. And third, number 3, Yahoo, also 5-1. And 10 ran there.